Transition down about the best transition. Right.
Hi, several actors on the series had small roles such as Abe Vigoda or Harvey Keitel, and I was wondering if you had any recollections of them, or were they just day players and there wasn't much interaction?
Abe Vigoda, Marsha Mason, Harvey Keitel. We have time for one more question.
More memories. More memories.
I made it. One more question. I love you all. I'm from Pittsburgh, where the show was canceled before it was canceled. So I didn't catch up to you until Sci-Fi. But for years I had a phone conversation with a woman named Catherine. I would order books from Pomegranate Press. And I didn't know it was the same Catherine from Darkshadows. I'm David Zima, and you came to my class a number of years ago.
Voiceover.
It was my first night in the new studio and everything went wrong. So, but thank you for coming, and I enjoyed the show here tonight. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm just one funny little story. When I was doing, you were talking about day players. Right before I was on Darkshadows, I did a season of Summer Stock in Roanoke, Virginia. And I was, I was an apprentice. And when you're an apprentice, I'm sure lots of you have done this. You're assistant stage manager one week, and filling in acting, the other shows. And so I was an assistant stage manager, and there was this actor named Peter, and he was very grand. And I went to his dressing room, and I said, "Peter, 5 minutes," and he said, "Excuse me." And he wanted to be called Mr. I've forgotten his name now. Fortunately, I shouldn't say it anyway. Anyway, I have to call him Mr. Anyway, 4 months later, 5 months later, I guess, I was doing Darkshadows, and I was playing Maggie Evans, and he came on playing a gravedigger with no lines. And I have to tell you, it was one of those things where he was very tense, and I felt so sorry for him. I really liked the guy, but he was, and I couldn't stop calling him Mr.
Let me say one word about Henry Kaplan. He would never,